Australia may have won the first test of the Ashes series against England pretty convincingly in the end, but the fact that they did so without two of their star pace bowlers in skipper Pat Cummins and Josh Hazlewood in itself shows you that this was far from a fully cooked or a full strength Australian team. But whilst there was expected to be some clarity over their availability for the upcoming test, we're getting to know a few things, and this comes directly from head coach Andrew McDonald, who addressed the media in a press conference. Well, what we don't know yet is what exactly is going to happen with either of them. As I said, we have ideas, but as of now, there is nothing definitive. What do I mean by that? Well, what we know for sure is that Hazlewood is out of the second test. There were reports suggesting he could miss the entirety of the Ashes, but that has been dismissed by McDonald, who stated that he will play, but he's definitely not playing the next test. This is what he had to say. He said that he is working through the first week of his rehab, but no rough timelines yet. I know that he'll be available at some point in the series. So what is being said is that yes, he will be available at some point. We just don't quite know when as of yet. They haven't been able to formulate a timeline because he's only in week 1 of his rehab, which is entirely fair. However, if you are an Aussie fan, there's some very good news potentially coming. Cummins could be playing the next test match, but they've not yet fully taken a call on that as of yet. In fact, basis what McDonald is saying, this could very well be a last minute late call that the team takes. Here's what he had to say. He said that Cummins will be a genuine discussion leading into this test match. That may be one that eventuates late for us. A little to work through, but is nearing completion. So what he said is that Cummins is still working. There's still something to do, but he's near fully fit. In fact, what's actually happened, and this is something that's amusing, is that Australia winning that test match so early actually may have delayed Cummins' comeback by just a little bit. Why? Because the expectation was the test would go 4-5 days potentially, and Cummins would spend time with the team, he'd spend time in the nets, and he'd continue bowling and getting back slowly but surely into full fitness and match rhythm. But because the test match got done so quickly, he flew back home to Sydney, and so therefore there has been a day where he's not really put in any work behind the scenes, no network, no bowling. You'd remember you had spotted him bowling and he looked all but full tilt, and what McDonald said is that whilst he looked full tilt, he wasn't yet fully up to speed physically. What they have to do is ensure he keeps putting in the work so that the soft tissue starts developing and there are no further complications down the line. That is the thought process before throwing him into a match. Now, obviously, them winning that meant that he went home, and what it means further is that they'll only be taking a call late. So what we know for sure is that Hazlewood isn't playing. We don't know when he'll play, but we can expect him to play a part in the series. But Cummins could very well be back for the second test. If not second, it seems like the third test, it's guaranteed that he'll be playing because it's going to be touch and go even for the second test. So you could be in, if you thought England were in trouble after just the first test, oh boy, there could be way more trouble coming their way. Let us know your thoughts on the potential returns of Hazlewood, or Hazel God as he's being jokingly referred to nowadays, and Cummins. And also, if you enjoy our work, please don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell, follow us on social media. Also, we're on Instagram, X and Facebook, and stay tuned for more such updates from the world of sport.